song in my heart. My home is the pillow I rest on, the air my children breathe. I come from Ireland. I come from Ireland. Ireland is the pagan who became a saint, who became a prisoner, who became a slave. Ireland is me, pregnant and living in the land of the fallen wall, because the walls in my own home grew too high to climb. Ireland needs to wake up, to forgive, and to be her own phoenix rising. Ireland needs to wake up, to forgive, and to be her own phoenix rising. Ireland is the junkie, asleep at the Queen's Gate, drooling over her own poetry. The drunk in New York, reciting the history of gombeens and could-have-beens. Ireland is the homosexual, no more imprisoned, but truly carrying the torch of the greats she called her own. Ireland is leading the way. Ireland is not broken. Ireland needs to realize that the fight is over, and she holds the key to her own doorway. Ireland needs to wake up and to be her own phoenix rising. Ireland is the loving mother, giving birth to child after child, feeding them on a diet of fluoride and horse meat, pumped with antibiotics. Ireland is the butter mountain, melting on hungry heads, and ghost estates, keeping the homeless locked outside the garden gates. Ireland needs to wake up and to be her own phoenix rising. Ireland needs to wake up. Ireland needs to wake up. Ireland is a myth, created because the truth was too hard to swallow. Ireland is the priest who sold the convent's babies because he couldn't admit he loved a man for fear of being put behind bars. Ireland is the shaman who sold his soul to the bishop. Shame, drugged at the cross and buried in a tomb of unheard prayer. Shame. Ireland is your mother calling your name as she leaves the earth, leaving books of history for you to cry over at your own son's birth. Ireland is the artist leaving because they can't find a way to live. Ireland is your children leaving because they can't afford the rent. Shame. Ireland needs to wake up. Needs to wake up. Ireland needs to wake up. Ireland needs to wake up and to be her own phoenix rising. Her own phoenix rising. And to be her own phoenix rising. Ireland is your man, working 24/7, and neither of you able to keep the family because they can't afford the rent. Ireland is the abused child abusing her own child. The girl taking her life by swallowing coins. Ireland needs to wake the fuck up. Ireland is the drunk, lying in his own vomit, dancing in his mind to a trail of unheard poetry. Shame. Ireland needs to wake the fuck up and see that every lie she commits to is laying the foundations for her grandson's grave. Shame. Ireland needs to stop selling her treasure for fool's gold. Shame. To surrender to her own power, to stop pointing the finger in every direction but within. Ireland needs to wake the fuck up.